What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another On the Farm. And here we are back at the Shredder project. Oh, geez, it fell on me again. Oh, wait. No, it's the same clip. Never mind. It didn't fall on me again. I thought I'd start the video off with a reminder of what we are working on here in this video. And, yeah, that Shredder, when it fell on me, I did lose a little bit of blood. And I had a headache the rest of the day, but hey, all is good now. No big deal. So the next step in our Shredder project is to weld up some brackets to hold the axle up. And we'll see those in a moment here, kind of. And you can see Dad welding away. We are fairly new with the Miller welder still, but having a lot of fun with it. We do like it quite a bit. Here's the guts of it when it's running. I thought that'd be kind of cool to see. Like I said, weldy, away we go. Alright, so where those brackets that he was kind of welding up are going to sit, right above the axle, and it will come down and give support to the axle below to keep it from bending again, because, you know, that was the whole reason for this project. You can see the stiffener rods that we have added left and right of the axle there to keep the plate steel from bending out again, because now if it wants to bend one side, it has to literally bend both sides or break the rod, which is a possibility, but hopefully we won't have any issues. So here you guys can see I shot this at 120 frames a second. Normally I shoot everything at 60 frames a second because this is as high as the GoPro will go, is the 120. And I realize my lighting's terrible. When you shoot in higher speeds, you need more lighting. And I tried shining a flashlight at it. Not really the kind of light that we needed, but it is kind of cool to be able to see the chips flying out of the drill bit. That is kind of neat. We will have to set up some more shots like this hopefully in the future to try to get even better shots than this one, because it works, but it's not the best. So basically, one hole for the bracket has already been drilled. Dad's drilling the other side now, and he'll flip that little bracket over, and then there's actually a bushing on the axle itself that will get welded to the bracket as well, just to make everything nice and strong and solid, and we should be good to go. Now, we think, or I think anyway, part of the reason for this all bending was the simple fact that the tires that are on here are solid plastic. And when you go over a bump or something, nothing gives. Well, now there's nothing to give. So there you can see our little bracket in there and the axle underneath and everything good to go. So pretty cool how it all turned out. We did sandblast them and paint them up, make them look real nice. And now we need to get the WW off of our little table that we built. And it's a little sketch, not going to lie. It's a little sketchy. Getting it off of that table that we put it up on. There's our welder. Nice. Sits on the end of the workbench. Keep the cover on it for the most part. Try to anyway. Try to. But getting this shredder up and down was not exactly fun. It was all right, but it was not exactly the highlight of my life. Let me just say that much. It really wasn't, but it was all right.
Don't do that.
So, yeah, we're going to pull it down here. And, hey, another project done. And just one of those things on the list of things to get done in the winter before we're back to working in the garden. So, now here's another little project for you guys. This is a Husqvarna leaf blower. I'm not sure of the model on it at this point in time, but a guy brought it into where Dad works and decided that he did not want to fix it. That he never really liked it from when he bought it, and he bought a new leaf blower from my dad. Dad does not sell Husqvarna, but you know, whatever. So here's a perfectly good leaf blower. It doesn't quite run right, and we figured it was the ignition module. So, not really a big deal. I think it was under 20 bucks to put a new ignition module in. And, you know, we're doing the work ourselves, so therefore that part of it's free. So, we basically got a brand new leaf blower. It is 2 years old, but when you look at the thing, it looks brand new. It really hasn't run much. The guy, like I said, the guy really did not like it, and so now we have ourselves pretty much a brand new leaf blower down at the farm. You know, there's certain times that, you know, an air compressor is nice to have to blow off, say, the big mower when I come back from mowing the highway. But if I could just crank up a leaf blower and just go to town and clean that up real fast outside, no big deal. Then it's done, you know, and be a little bit faster than using the air compressor and having to wind the hose back up and wait for it to build pressure and all that. So it'd be nice to have a leaf blower on hand down at the farm to, you know, just to have one. So Dad's removing the spark plug wire right there and the other little wire off of the ignition module. The spark plug was loose because they had worked on it at the shop Dad works for. And to diagnose the problem, they had the spark plug out once upon a time up there. So no big deal. Here we are pulling off the ignition module, and it is very important to make sure that, you know, you're putting on the same part, which we were, and to note the gap. There has to be an air gap between the ignition module and the flywheel, of course. And you guys that know engines, you know what I'm talking about. So we did have the feeler tools out, the gauges, whatever you want to call them, to make sure our gap was, you know, the same where it was at. I forget what it was now at this point, but this has been like 3 weeks ago since I filmed this. But, you know, hey, you guys don't need to know that. It's new to y'all. So, yeah, there's that. And, yeah, we're just going to put it right back together. And really the whole job from start to finish only took us like maybe 10 minutes. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. It was not bad at all. And, yeah, really, it's 2 screws that holds on the ignition module, and I think 4 screws for the recoil, and then a couple more for that side plastic, and you're done. It's really that simple. And I thought I'd leave this kind of whole clip in here just to show you guys it really wasn't that bad. So I'm not sure why that guy decided he did not want to fix it, but kind of silly to me. Instead, he went out and, you know, he bought a new leaf blower from Dad that day, so. Here he is, you know, setting the gap with the feeler tool, the gapper, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is. And you can see setting the gap, holding it tight, and then go ahead and run down your screws and make sure it's good to go. And like I said, just not a really big deal. And hey, we have a pretty good leaf blower down at the farm now. I mean, it's not the highest quality thing out there, but you know what? It's not bad. We're not going to use it every day. We might only use it a couple times a year, but it'll be handy to have when we need it, you know. You can't always have the air compressor nearby to blow off something. So it should be pretty cool to have that down there, to be honest. Dad bending that little tang out just a little bit, no big deal. Putting a couple screws in real tight. Got to get them tight, otherwise that's just not good. There probably is a torque spec for that, but, you know, my torque spec is just tight. That's the way I do it. Just tight. Yeah, make it tight. There you go. Dad's making sure his gap is good. Gonna check it one more time. And, yeah, like I said, easy little project, you know. Putting the spark plug wire back on. Gonna put that side panel back on. What is there? 1, 2, 3 screws for the side panel, and then 4 for the recoil that also hold down the side panel, kind of. So no big deal there. But yeah, it was actually really an easy little project and not an issue. And it's cool that we have ourselves a nice little leaf blower now. So I did go ahead and put everything back in. And here we are, the guys dumping out the gas. I'm not sure how this guy was mixing this gas, but it was really, really strong with oil. You could tell that gas coming out of there was very, very dark. Now, we will be running this blower probably exclusively on this stuff right here. It's called True Fuel, and it is a 50-to-1 premix. And it's really good stuff. It doesn't have any of the crap in it. No ethanol, none of that crap in there that regular pump gas has in it. And for these small engines, it is just perfect because, you know, we can get that blower running and go back to it a year from now, and that blower's still going to run just perfect. It doesn't eat up the carburetors and bung them up and all that. So here we can see, guys, take it outside and give it a couple of good pulls, and away it goes. So that's the end of this video. I do appreciate you guys watching another On the Farm. Until next time, make sure you hit that like button for more. Subscribe if you have not already done so. And as always, toodles.